What Jim. I did a video not on my own at the time, but with Rich Strickler. We're gonna be counting down on top 5 songs by Jim Morrison. Not Jim Morrison, Van Morrison. Hope you're doing well, Rich. Thanks for agreeing to do this.
Great to be here. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well in the new year, 2025. Never thought I'd make it, but here I am.
But yeah, we'll review our top 5 songs of Van Morrison. We'll go through 5 to 1. We've also got some honourable mentions as well. For people watching, you can go ahead and let us know your favourite Van Morrison songs. So I'll let you go first, Rich, with your number 5.
Number 5, I chose a song called "Precious Time." It's from 1999 off his Back on Top album. It's just kind of an up-tempo, positive vibe. It's got a nice saxophone in it. It's kind of a reality check where Van's talking about make the most of your time. You don't know how much you have left, sort of. Precious time is slipping away. It doesn't matter to which God you pray. Kind of, there's no master plan, no rhyme or reason, no promised land. So just making the most of the time you have here. And I like the rhythm of the song too. It's very upbeat and positive and makes you want to jump around and dance, I guess. So
my number 5 is also from the 1990s. It's a song "Real Real Gone" from Enlightenment.
Love it.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic song. It's a really catchy song. I think Van's got incredible vocals here. They're very soulful. I think the song's got a great beat to it with the drumming, and I really like the organ playing as well. Yeah, I think it's just a brilliant song. It always puts me in a good mood.
Real Real Gone was real close to making it, so
I love that song. Was real close for you.
It was real close. So that's a great choice. I love that song. My number 4. This is from this album here, Hymns to the Silence from 1991. The name of the song is "Why Must I Always Explain?" And this is Van sort of talking to the media and his critics, and sort of he's tired of having to explain who he is as an artist and what his songs are about. He wants the music to speak for himself, and I just like the vibe of it.
Well, I'll get to my number 4. It's from the album Tupelo Honey from 1971. It's the song "You're My Woman."
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a very underrated song. It's a fantastic song with incredible instrumentation, whether it's with the horns or the pedal steel guitar. But I think Van does some of his best vocals here. It is on the longer side. I don't think it overstays its welcome. I think it's a brilliant song. It's one that other people really talk about.
Number 3. Well, sooner or later I had to come to this album. I took the title track of "Moondance" from 1970. Sort of jazzy, bouncy, kind of soft rock. Got a little piano, some flute at the end, saxophone. Again, Van Morrison. This is a very well-known song of his, one of his handful of signature songs, I would say. "Moondance." You hear it in some movies. It just gives you a good feeling when you hear it. The October skies, fantabulous night for a romance, those kind of lyrics. Just wonderful. Van Morrison, his vocals are so strong. He can sing really about anything, whether it has a soul, folk, any kind of vibe you want to get into. He can bring it. Rock and roll, soft rock, especially soulful. He's got that R&B quality in his voice that is undeniable, I think, and he makes every song interesting. So, and his phrasing is unique too. He emphasizes certain words. Puts his little spin on it. So I love "Moondance." I love the whole album. I could have picked any one of those songs.
It's my favorite album of his.
Mine too, by a wide margin.
It's a 10 out of 10 album for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go in the album just yet. I'm going to still stick with "Tupelo Honey." And my number 3 is the title track, "Tupelo Honey." Yeah, it's a beautiful love song. One of his best ballads. I can sort of visualize it at a wedding. It's like a wedding sort of song.
Yes. Yeah.
And I really love the backing vocals. That really adds to the song. A longer song of his, but just like you're my woman. It flies by to me when I'm listening to it. But I think it's got some of his best lyrics and some of his best vocals here.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the song though is probably the chorus.
Yeah.
And I also love the saxophone solo as well.
Well, that's funny because that's my number 2
That's
is
cool.
Tupelo Honey. One of my absolute all-time favorites. Like you said, it's a love song. I love his voice. It gives me chills sometimes just hearing Van's voice. He puts so
Mm-hmm.
much meaning, emphasis on certain words, and I like, you take all the tea in China and drop it into the middle of the deep blue sea. You're as sweet as Tupelo honey. Just brilliant stuff. Can't say enough good things about it. So the highlight of that album and really almost his whole career.
Well, I'll get to my number two and these. My number two and number one are both from Moondance. So my number two is the song "Crazy Love," which is another one of his best love songs. I
Yep.
really love the vibe of the song. It's very chill and it's got a very melancholic
Yeah.
vibe to it as well. I also love the backing vocals from the female singers. I think it's got brilliant instrumentation all around, especially with Van's acoustic guitar playing.
Want to do a couple of honorable mentions before we talk about our number
Yeah,
one?
go ahead and do that before we reveal our number one.
I've got a
So,
few honorable mentions. I've got Domino, which was a hit off his band and street choir. Also, Caravan off of the Moondance album, I like a lot, especially his performance in the band movie, The Last Waltz, where he sort of steals the show. And also, Astral Weeks, the title track of his 1968 album. That stream of consciousness, free flowing, jazzy kind of uh, artistic statement that he made. The whole album's great, but that title track, Astral Weeks, is wonderful. So those are the three I picked for my honorable mentions.
honorable mentions. I've got Brown Eyed Girl, of course, a classic. And I've also got a title track from Moondance, and I've also got Into the Mystic as well.
Well, my number one, you ready for this?
I'm guessing it's Into the Mystic.
Into the Mystic. Very good guess. You know me well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Into the Mystic. Sort of it can be interpreted a number of ways, whether it's about a love or a life's journey or just transitioning from maybe end of life. I've heard it played a lot of funerals and that type of thing, sailing off into the mystic, kind of a positive, healing, soothing message, if you will. I like the visual of it, of sailing away into the mystic, into the fog with the foghorn blowing. And you can read that you can take it spiritually or any way you want it. Afterlife maybe awaiting you. There's a lot of interpretations to it, but I just love that song. It's by far and away my favorite Van Morrison song, followed by Tupelo Honey. Those two stand alone for me as the best work he's ever done.
Well, my number one is it's the first track from Moondance, and that's And It Stoned Me. That's my
Good.
favorite Van Morrison song. Kind of reminds me of the band. I can sort of imagine them singing this. Sort of sound to it. But yeah, I think it's got it's some of his best vocals, but I also think it's got his best lyrics in any of his songs. It really tells a complete story,
Yeah.
which I really love. But I think in terms of his vocals, I think the song I think his vocals get even better towards the latter half of the song. He really belts it out in the last few lines of the song. It's got brilliant instrumentation, especially with his acoustic guitar playing. It's one of my favourite album openers. I'll put up some of the lyrics for it. So I've got, on the way back home, he sang a song, but our throats were getting dry. Then we saw the man from across the road with the sunshine in his eyes. Well, he lived all alone in his own little home with a great big gallon jar. There were bottles too, one for me and you, and it said, "Hey, there you are." Yeah, I think Moon has just got overall it's got loads of fantastic lyrics and melodies throughout the whole album.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can
Great
see
storytelling.
I can see why the album is a part of your classic album ranking.
Oh yeah, easy. There's not a bad song on there, and that's what makes it a classic album. Is just you could drop the needle anywhere, and you're going to get great music.
Thanks again, once again, Rich, for agreeing to do this. Please let us know your favourite Van Morrison songs. Was it any of the ones that we mentioned? We're curious to know. All that in the comment section below. But that'll probably just about do it for this video. But do you have any final words, Rich?
No, thanks again for having me on. Always fun to get together and compare favorite songs and lists and that thing. I really enjoy it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone else watching this. I really appreciate it. And also appreciate it if you would subscribe to Rich's channel, which I'll have a link for in the description below. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well. I'd appreciate it. And also give this video a like. Until next time, peace and love, and ciao.
Take care.